Welcome to the Created Worthy podcast. I'm your host, Danielle, and I am so grateful that you're here. On this show, I talk about creative processing and how to utilize it as a skill to bring peace, joy, and freedom into our chaotic lives. I also sit down with the most incredible guests as they share their stories, many of which for the very first time. We are all created worthy. Hello, and welcome back to the Created Worthy podcast. Today, I have a very, very special guest. She is freckly and beautiful, and she has green eyes and a sweet, sweet, sweet heart and spirit, and she's also a little feisty. The one and only Gabriella, my baby girl. Ella, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mom.
I love you so much. So, do you know what my podcast is all about?
Well, it's called Creative Worthy, and it's one of the specialist podcasts that people have ever heard of.
Wow. Thank you so much for that sweet compliment for Created Worthy. Do you know what we talk about on Created Worthy?
You talk about your life, and you talk about what you do, and you talk about what's happening in the world right now.
Yeah, kind of. So most of the time, people come on here.
Yeah.
And they tell me their life stories.
Yes, they do that.
Yeah. And that is a really special thing because when somebody tells you their story, am I boring you?
No, I'm just breathing.
Oh, okay. When somebody tells you their story, that means they trust you and that they feel called to tell about what they've gone through so that they can help other people. So that's what Created Worthy does. And then we also talk about creative processing. Do you know what creative processing is?
No, not really.
No?
No.
Okay, so let's see if we can come up with a kid definition of creative processing. Oh
my gosh.
So creative processing is choosing one thing, like drawing a picture.
Yeah.
To process how you're feeling inside. So if you do that all the time. Sometimes when you get really frustrated, you draw me pictures, huh?
Yeah, like I did today a little.
You did today?
Yeah, a little.
Oh, I didn't see your picture today.
Remember that little card that I said not happy?
Oh, yeah. You do that quite often.
I do that.
Actually, you've taught me a lot about creative processing because you do it all the time.
I do.
You do. Okay, so since we talk about stories on this podcast, do you want to tell me a little bit about your story?
Yes.
Okay.
A little bit.
Okay, just give us a little bit.
A little bit. Okay. So, the first thing is, almost every day, I started to go outside and scooter, look at the world, and do lots of stuff. Lots of it.
Yeah.
I get to scooter, I get to sit down a little, and yeah.
And what about swim?
Oh yeah, I swim a lot. Ever since I took swimming lessons when I was about also 6, I was really good at it.
Yeah.
I could do back paddles, I could do front paddles, I could underwater. I could dunk my head underwater finally because last time I could only go to my nose.
Right. Yeah.
And I didn't even like holding my breath.
Do you like holding your breath now?
Yes.
Remember how many seconds we got to last week?
Oh my goodness, I got to 7.
You got to 7 seconds.
And oh no, I got to 8.
8. Okay, 8 seconds.
8 seconds.
Well, that is awesome. I'm so happy to hear about your story, your daily story. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, what do you think the word worthy means?
That's Great question. I actually forget.
You forget?
I forget.
Okay, well, let's look it up in the dictionary for an official definition.
Okay. That sounds good.
Okay, so the definition of worthy is having worth or value.
Yes.
Yes, so that means that we are completely loved.
Yes.
And sufficient of having love shown to us.
Yes.
Of loving each other. Of loving God. Of loving other people. And loving our animals.
Yes, we love Charlie.
We do love Charlie.
And Lacey.
And Lacey. She's amazing too. We love our puppies. So that's what worthy means. Do you know what created means?
That you show what you can. You show what you do. You show your art. You show your love. You show everything that you like doing and stuff.
I love that. That is a great definition. But
yes,
created actually means to make something. So exactly what you were saying. Exactly. And so we are created because God made us.
Like God, He makes us do very good art.
Yes.
Like you're an artist.
Oh, thank you, baby. So that's what created worthy means. Do you understand that now? Mm-hmm. We are created by God to love and be loved because we are valuable. And worthy.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes,
so do you have any questions for me?
Yes, I have lots of questions.
Okay. Well, shoot them at me.
Are you kidding?
Absolutely. No shooting anything at people ever.
Unless it's water. Like, water is like a fun way of doing like water
like
guns.
A water gun?
Yeah, like
okay.
a water gun.
But what do we need to do before we ever shoot somebody?
We need to make sure they're okay with it.
That's right. We need to ask for permission.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what are your questions?
Like, what's your favorite thing to do when you're alone?
What's my favorite thing to do when I'm alone? That's a really good question. I would say sometimes I like to listen to books and podcasts. I really like listening to books and podcasts.
Yes, because you make some books and you make podcasts.
I have done that, and yes, I do that. You're right.
You do.
And so, yeah, I'd probably say listen to books or listen to podcasts or
listen
spend
to your
time
podcasts.
With the Lord. Yeah, listen to my podcast. I do that sometimes too.
My second question is, what's your favorite sport?
Oh, my favorite sport? Well, my favorite sport to play is volleyball.
Yes.
But I haven't played it in a very long time.
Yes, that's
although I'm interested in joining a rec league, so maybe one day I'll play again.
Yeah, you still have your own volleyball, though. You know that.
Yeah.
It's on a garage.
Yeah, I love that volleyball. That volleyball I made in college. Yeah, that was so much fun.
It has your name on it.
It does, because a lot of people had volleyballs, and so it could get lost easily. So, yeah, I'd say volleyball. My favorite sport to watch would either be currently hockey, or basketball.
Or football?
I don't really understand football, but don't tell Dad.
I won't. Okay, I have another question. What's your favorite book to read?
My favorite book to read? Okay. My favorite book is called The Path Made Clear by Oprah Winfrey.
I like that.
And there is just so many incredible interviews in there with so much knowledge. And it is just jam-packed of revelations. So, like, when somebody says something that impacts me and makes me think differently and makes me feel more encouraged and inspired, that's why I like that book. So I would say The Path Made Clear.
Yeah. Okay, my fourth question is, what's your favorite, electronics that you like using?
Oh, my favorite electronic. Honestly, my phone kind of frustrates me sometimes. So I would say maybe my computer. Not this one, the big one upstairs.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, that one.
That one that you don't edit. Wait, what's it called?
What? Design?
Design podcasts.
Oh. Yeah, the one I don't record podcasts on. Exactly. We record on my laptop.
Yeah.
But my laptop is cool too.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so do you have any more questions?
I have plenty of questions.
Oh, yeah? What are they? So we're on question
6.
Yep.
Like how old I am. Okay. Let's see if these people can answer these questions before we tell you. What is my mom's? How old is my mom?
Pause, I guess. Should we not tell them? Should you just ask a few questions and we can ask them to answer in my Instagram stories?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We can do that. Okay, so I won't answer. How old am I? That's question number 1 for you, listeners. Ella, what's the next one?
The next one is, what is your favorite color? Pause that one too. I want to see if you guess it.
Question number 2, what is my favorite color? Do you have a third one?
Yes. The other one is, what is your favorite place to go to in the world that you've been so far?
What is my favorite place to go to in the world that I've been so far?
Uh-huh.
I have to think about that one. But I will think about it, and we'll ask those 3 questions. Cool. Well, that's a good idea.
Wait, she said Idaho. She's been to Idaho. She's been to Mexico. She's been to Canada. She's been to California, where Morgan lives. I've been to California too. She's been to Florida, Tennessee. She's been to a lot of states and countries.
No, not that many countries. Only Mexico, Panama, the Dominican Republic, and Canada.
Yeah, Canada. Canada and Niagara Falls.
That was so cool. That was such a cool trip, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So, thank you so much for being on my podcast. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Is there anything you want to talk about? Like ask me questions?
Oh, well, by all means, absolutely. So, what is your favorite animal? Because I know you and you love animals.
Charlie.
Charlie is the Cocker Spaniel. He's our 8-year-old, almost toothless Cocker Spaniel. He got how many teeth taken out?
5.
No. Do you remember how many? 30.
30.
He had 30 teeth taken out. So, but his breath doesn't smell like poop anymore. So we are very happy. So Charlie, okay. So a dog. So what is your favorite color?
Ask me my second favorite color because it's the same favorite color as you.
Oh, well, you're just going to give it away. Okay. Second favorite color.
Blue. I mean, no. Yeah. Blue.
Okay. Cool. So there's a hint for you. Blue is not my favorite color, although it is a delightful color that I do love.
You like turquoise.
Yeah. Okay. What was your favorite memory from first grade?
The 100th day of school.
What'd you do on your 100th day of school?
We had to find the word 100.
You had to find the word 100?
Yes. That was really fun.
Where? In a book?
No, in a word search.
In a word search?
Uh-huh.
You've gotten really good at word searches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, first grade was a pretty good year, huh? You had a really amazing teacher. Yeah. And
her name is Mrs. Hobbick.
Yes.
But her name is actually Jenny Hobbick.
Yes, but you call her Mrs. Hobbick.
Yes, because she's my teacher. And
yes.
she's a girl.
And that's respectful.
Yes. Any other questions?
Yeah.
Did that one stump you?
It did kind of stump me. I didn't prepare very many questions for this. Normally, when somebody comes on the podcast, they just tell me about their story. But this is a little different. I like it, though. Thanks for being on here, dude. So,
What? What?
Oh, my goodness. Okay, so last thing for you. On Sunday, it's Father's Day.
Yes, it is.
And this comes out on Monday. So how about my last question for you is there anything special you'd like to tell Dad on the podcast and we can surprise him with it on Monday?
Oh, definitely. I wanna ask you, Dad. What is your favorite not sport, because I know that. What is your favorite dog in the house?
You know that one too.
I guess it's Charlie. How old are you?
No. How about we say something nice about Dad? Can you say something nice to Dad?
I don't have anything, actually.
Oh my goodness, Ella. Could you say something like, imagine you were going to write him a nice note. What would you say in your note?
Dad, you are the best dad ever. And you're smart, kind, helpful. And that's me. From me.
And
Dad.
That's it from you?
Yeah.
And I would say, Dad, you are my greatest miracle. I love you so much, and I am so grateful for you. And I know you don't like PDA, so this is probably the most miserable thing you've ever had to listen to, knowing that it's public. But don't worry, you're probably alone. And just know that we both love you very, very much. Okay. Happy Father's Day. A day late. Hopefully you enjoyed your dinner that you now know about at the steakhouse you've been wanting to go to. And Ella, thank you so much again.
You're welcome.
For joining me on the Created Worthy podcast. I am proud of you. And this was a rockin' show. Good job. Good job. I love you so much.
I love you too. I love you too.
I
love you
thought
more.
so. I love you more. You're right.
I love you more than you.
I love you the mostest.
I love you more than the mostest.
No. Oh, that's not possible.
Yes.
All right. Let's say bye to our listeners. Thanks for listening. And
Bye.
Gabriella, will you come back again?
Yes.
You will?
Yeah.
Awesome. If you guys have any questions for Ella, she loves answering and asking questions. So maybe we'll have her on again soon. All right, you guys. Thanks for listening. Test 1, 2, 3.
Test 1, 2, 3.
One more time.
Test 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Why can't I hear myself?
Because you're over there. So this is just how we do it. It's cool. You don't have to hear yourself.
Okay. I want to hear myself, though. I want it a little bit lower.
A little bit lower?
Yeah, a little bit lower.
Say test 1, 2, 3.
Test 1, 2, 3. I can hear it. I don't need to say it.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I love you so much.
You do this all the time.
Okay, I'm gonna just take a little video because this is like
Oh my.
really special moment. Okay.
Uh-oh. No. Oh my goodness, no, that's creeping me out. Bless you.
So a lot of things creep you out. Okay, back to it.
So
talk straight into the mic, okay? Here, let me fix the microphone.
sorry about this right now. Yeah.
So when you're talking, you want to
Podcast again, though.
you want to do it again, like start over?
Yeah. Because this microphone processing is making it a little bit like
You want
boring.
Okay, well, guess what? Morgan edits my podcast. So she's going to take all of that microphone boring stuff out.
Well, you're talking right now.
That's okay. She's going to take it all out. Do you want to tell Morgan hi?
Hi, Morgan!
Thank you so much for listening to the Created Worthy podcast. If you want to connect more, you can follow along with me over at Danielle Damrell or Damrell Creative Co. on Instagram and Facebook. All the links to today's topics are in the show notes, and you can also find a link to my Patreon, which is where you can help support my mission on this show and keep it going. Ratings and reviews really do matter, so make sure to hook me up with 5-star review. Any less, I would rather hear your opinions over email. So anyway, if this episode resonated with you at all, share the love, send it to a friend, or post it on your social media. But don't forget to tag me so I see it and can share it too. I hope all of you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you on the flip side.